good, YouTube? It's your girl, Imstillasia, baby. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, be sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any videos from your girl. Today, as y'all can see, I am covering the Sha'Carri Richardson interview. She did an interview with the Today Show, I believe. At least this is where I'm getting it from. But she did an interview with them, y'all. I just wanted to just say my little piece about this young lady and how I feel about it, but I just want to kind of just jump into it. I'm gonna give y'all little bits and pieces of my thoughts along the way. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all tune in. Let's go on and get this joker started. Y'all feel free to comment down below how y'all feel about what I'm saying. If y'all agree, y'all disagree, like how y'all feeling about it, you know what I'm saying? Also, comment down below some recommendations on some other things that y'all think y'all want to see me cover, and I'll be glad to jump in. Without further ado, let's go on and get into this interview, y'all. Okay, Sha'Carri Richardson speaks out about the failed drug test. Let's go, let's do this.
Yeah, Sha'Carri Richardson, the U.S. women's 100-meter champion who dominated at the Olympic trials, has tested positive for marijuana following that race, and this morning that has put her Olympic future in doubt.
But first, more on Richardson's remarkable journey that's drawn her comparisons to the legendary FloJo and what could be a stunning disappointment for an athlete who's won the hearts of millions. With a blazing time and standout style, Sha'Carri Richardson recently punched her ticket to Tokyo.
Richardson's going to Tokyo!
Unbelievable. The fact that I am an Olympian, no matter what is said or anything, I am an Olympian.
Y'all can already tell just by the smile on her face how proud she feels in that freaking moment, okay? The moment you find out you qualify for the freaking Olympics, y'all, I just feel like there's nothing you can say, it ain't nothing you can tell me, it's nothing that can happen that doesn't take me away from like feeling on top of the world in that moment, man. The smile on her face like says it all, everything.
Olympic trials, the 21-year-old Dallas native won the 100-meter dash in a blazing 10.86 seconds.
Damn, 10.86 seconds, 10.86 seconds. Do y'all know how long it take me to run a 100-meter dot? Like, that's what it is, 100-meter. 10.86 seconds, y'all. It would probably take my ass about 2 minutes, okay? Before I got winded, I probably would only run 10 seconds before I would get halfway, okay? I'm just saying. Let's go.
Won the 100-meter dash in a blazing 10.86 seconds, making her the fastest woman in America. But now it appears her Olympic dreams may have been put on hold. A U.S. Olympic source telling NBC News she failed a drug test after her finals win, testing positive for THC, the chemical found in marijuana. According to her lawyers, Sha'Carri has been suspended from the Olympic team, and her failed test may cause her to lose her spot on Team USA entirely. Her Olympic trial results were automatically disqualified when she tested positive. That means she won't be allowed to compete in her signature event, the 100 meters.
I actually watched her win this race. I didn't think initially, because the way she started off, like it was just a kind of like a, she was she was behind, but then she came forward and just like kind of blew it out the water. But first thing I want to point out is she from the D, you know what I'm saying? She from where I'm from, okay? In Dallas. Secondly, I feel like, you know, if they suspend her, and I don't know y'all gotta tell me, because if they suspend her from the Olympics to not be able to do the sport that she's competitive in the most, what would be the purpose of them deliberating if whether or not she's going to be able to compete in a different event, something else that's not even dominantly competitive in? Like, not that she wouldn't be, or that she wouldn't even be an asset to the team if she did that, but this is her thing, you know what I'm saying? I almost feel like it's like, okay, like if she was a track player, y'all are like, okay, no, she can't play track, but she can go and play baseball though. What's the point? That's all I'm saying.
She won't be allowed to compete in her signature event, the 100 meters. But there appears to be an outside chance she could compete in a different event, What's unclear is whether she will appeal the test results and the disqualification, or how long her suspension will last. NBC News has reached out to the USA Track and Field for official comment. Sha'Carri captured the hearts of millions when she ran into the stands after her victory and hugged her grandmother just a week after losing her biological mother.
My family has kept me grounded.
Wow, y'all. Wow. Can you, like, damn, only a week, y'all. Can you imagine, like, how much pressure, how much stress, how much emotions, how many, like, the anxiety that she had built up behind having to do this race after 1 week of finding out her mom passed away? Like, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. When my mom passed away, I felt like I was walking around in a damn bubble. Like, I just felt like the world almost damn near didn't even feel like it really even existed. You know what I mean? That's just how, like, zoned out I felt. You know what I mean? And for her to go out there and win a race like this, hey, hey, shouts out to you, man. And then, yeah, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
After losing her biological mother.
My family has kept me grounded. This year has been crazy for me. Going from just last week, losing my biological mother, and I'm still here.
And after being notified of her failed drug test, Richardson tweeted yesterday, "I am human." Savannah.
Chanel, thank you. And Sha'Carri Richardson.
Before we even, you know, get into this part, like, I just gotta say, I can only imagine how much scrutiny she was put under, being that she is who she is and she's been brought into this type of spotlight at such a young age. Something happens like this and the tragedy just, you know, breaks the hearts of millions, so to speak. But it's just like, please don't start dragging this young lady through the mud. Like, I'm interested to see what she finna say in terms of, like, what her actual story is behind this. Like, what all could it be? My guess is that it has something to do with her mother, but I can't even say that. You never know what people are actually going through. She's young at heart, she's young in spirit, and she has a lot of pressure focused in on her right now with everything that she has going on, especially, you know, winning something like that and then now being brought to the limelight for this. And I feel like, you know, I mean, shit, it's just, you know what I'm saying? It's just THC, y'all. I mean, if it was a bad thing, they wouldn't have this shit in America. It's just like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. But let's go. I don't know the rules. Okay, I don't know how it work. I don't know. Like, maybe they just popped up and was like, yo, we finna take out like a whole half of your head or something and do a hair test. I don't know. You know what I mean?
I am human. Savannah.
She is human.
Chanel, thank you. And Sha'Carri Richardson joins us now. Good morning, Sha'Carri. I just want to ask a simple question first. How are you doing?
I'm blessed to be alive. That's about it.
This is not easy.
That smile has a lot of hurt, y'all. That's a lot of hurt. She said, I'm blessed to be alive, which means that right now I could care less about everything else in the world and everything else that's going on. All I care about is that I woke up this morning and I'm able to breathe air, okay? That's it. That's it and that's all. Like,
hard moment that you're in right now, and I thank you for being on. And I know you wanted to tell your story. So tell me, you know, what happened? What led up to this positive test?
Just honestly, I want to take responsibility for my actions. I know what I did. I know what I'm supposed to do. I'm allowed not to do, and I still made that decision. But not making an excuse or looking for any empathy in my case, but just, however, being in that position of my life, finding out something like that, something that I would say is probably one of the biggest things that have impacted me positively and negatively in my life when it comes to dealing with the relationship I have with my mother. So that definitely was a very heavy topic on me, and people don't understand what it's like to have to Or people do. We all have our different struggles. We all have our different things we deal with. But to put...
Y'all see, she just said exactly how I just said I felt. You know what I mean? I feel like in that moment, she just kind of zoned out. You know what I mean? When you get some news like that, I feel like regardless of like probably, you know, the relationship, unless you just don't even know if that person even exists, to even know that they exist. But for her, that to be her biological mother, whew, y'all, that's a lot of weight. That's a lot of weight. And this baby was hurting. Like I said, I could just see through that smile that there's a lot of hurt and a lot of pain.
Or people do. We all have our different struggles. We all have our different things we deal with. But to put on a face, to have to go in front of the world and put on a face and hide my pain. Like, who? I don't know. Who are you? Or who am I to tell you how to cope when you're dealing with a pain or you're dealing with a struggle that you've never experienced before, or that you've never thought you would have to deal with? Like, who am I to tell you how to cope? Who am I to tell you that you're wrong for hurting? So I think just honestly, just leading up to that, dealing with my mental health, dealing with my mental as is, with leading up to the games, every time stepping on the track, definitely expect it to be a record-breaking time or something like that. So just with that, pressure in itself was also just another thing with this.
Didn't I just say that? Didn't I just say that? Y'all, you gotta understand like her mindset. You never know what people are going to, or how people are going to react to certain things in different situations that come across in their lifetime, for you to be some type of critic of, you know, what you would do in that moment. If somebody, you know, told you a story about the time that somebody robbed them at a gas station, and you know, you just listening to the story, all you can sit there and say is, oh, I would have did this. Oh, I would have did this. You should have did this. Or if I was there, I would have did this. But I'm going to tell you, if you don't know until you get in that moment and you facing that situation, you don't know what the hell you would have done, okay? Like fight, flight, react. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the situation is, you don't never know how you going to deal with it. What you gonna do, what your reactions are gonna be, regardless of the circumstances that happen after the shit go down. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is you got to take in all the, you know, consider all the facts of everything that's going on. It's basically the same situation, just in a different scenario. You know what I mean? You don't know how you gonna act if you get some news like that about your mom, and then you got to go out and face the whole world. Like, damn. What? What? Y'all, she should have smoked more weed than just the one time, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, what? And then she found out from the reporter? I don't even know, y'all. Y'all, I mean, and she from Oregon where the shit is like legal, so it's not like she doing something that's illegal. She just didn't, like, you know, consider the repercussions of her actions, like, after she did that. But like I said, man, you can't really say what you do and how you react if it were you in that situation. And I feel like, shit, any normal person, regardless of hell, if you don't smoke cigarettes, that probably would be the day that you start, okay? Like, real talk, you know what I mean? Like, how do you find that out from a reporter, y'all? Damn. That's crazy. That's crazy. I get it now. I get it. I like, man, wow.
Again, you didn't violate any law, but it was against the rules of your sport, and as you said, you knew that. But is that what happened? Is that how this unfolded?
Honestly, yes, that is the story. I had an interview scheduled with my agent. I knew I was having an interview. I knew going to the interview, like I was just thinking it would be a normal interview, and then on the interview to hear that information come from a complete stranger was definitely triggering. Was definitely nerve shocking because it's just like, how are you to tell me that? Like, you know, it's like, and no offense against him at all. He's just doing his job, but definitely that sent me in a state of mind, in a state of emotional panic, if anything. And still knowing that I still, even though I'm here, I still have to go out and put on a performance for my dream, go out there and still compete to what it is. So yes, definitely the trigger, and from there just blinded by emotions, blinded by sadness, blinded by just hiding hurt.
Wow, y'all. Wow. I don't know what her relationship was with her mom, or what happened, or what the situation was particularly. You know, we saw her grandmother was there, obviously, in the crowd, how she went up there and gave her the biggest hug, and just, you know what I mean, just overjoyed with emotions, and probably knowing in the back of her head that, you know, like, she know, you know what I mean? Like, I probably effed up, and right now it's like, I don't care. Like, I don't care. Like, dang, y'all, like, that almost makes me cry. You can't judge nobody by anything until you walk the day in their shoes, y'all. Like, I just feel like she probably had so much emotion behind anything or whatever the situation was between her and her mom to have that type of effect. Like, real talk, y'all, that's cold. That's cold.
Sadness, blinded by just hiding hurt, honestly. For the fact that I know that I can't hide myself, so at least in some type of way I was just trying to hide my pain.
Yeah. You know, the Olympic officials, the U.S. track and field, the anti-doping agencies now have a decision before them. Unfortunately, you will not be able to compete in the Olympics in your race, your individual race, 100 meters. But there is a chance. It's a small chance, but there's a chance you could go to the Olympics and take part in the relay. Are you hopeful for that? Is that what you're holding out hope for at this moment?
Right now, I'm just putting all of my time and energy into dealing with what I need to deal with to heal myself. So if I'm allowed to receive that blessing, then I'm grateful for it. But if not right now, I'm going to just focus on myself.
You know,
I really am inspired by, like, her humbleness and her willingness to, you know, show her own accountability and hold herself accountable for her own actions. Like, she's not blaming anybody. She's not pointing the finger at anybody. She's only blaming herself. And that's it. I think that takes a big person to do something like that, especially when, you know, you're owning up to what you've done wrong, especially something like this, as big as this, and with this much attention on it. Like, I can only, you know what I mean? Look how she's standing there with her head held high, y'all. She's so poised. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's crazy. I would just be curious to know, like, what her real, like, what her story is. Like, I would be curious to know, like, what her come up was, like, how she grew up, like, what, you know what I'm saying? What? Literally, you know?
What would your message be to those who are considering that right now, who are thinking about that, and to your fans, you know, who have fallen in love with you and were so proud of your performance and maybe crushed just as you are in that moment? What would you want to say to them?
I would like to say to my fans and my family, to my sponsorship, to the haters too. I apologize as much as I'm disappointed. I know that when I submit a track,
she don't need to be apologized to no damn haters, because they just happy to see where she at right now, like, looking you know what I mean, the way she looked, feeling the way she feels, and they want her to feel that, you know what I mean? Fuck all of that. You know, she needs to be lifted up right now. Like, that's a heavy blow, especially when you're doing something that's legal but illegal at the same time, like, you know, depending on what the circumstance is. But you know, whatever, we ain't gonna get into all of that. Y'all know what I'm saying, you know? Like, she wasn't doing nothing that she couldn't technically do, you know what I mean? She just violated some rules. That was it.
I represent myself. I represent a community that has shown me great support, great love. And to y'all, I failed y'all. And so I apologize for the fact that I didn't know how to control my emotions or deal with my emotions during that time. And when I would just leave with my fans, or I would just leave out there, is that, like I tweeted and said yesterday, I'm human. We're human.
Yeah.
My statement, what I always say in my interviews, I want to be as transparent as possible with you guys, whether it's good, whether it's bad. But when it comes to Sha'Carri Richardson, it's never been a steroid. It will never be a steroid attached to the name Sha'Carri Richardson. The charge and what the situation was marijuana. I'm not encouraging anybody to do it. I'm not saying, oh, don't do it or anything like that. But if you choose to do things in your personal time or things like that, you just should know, or be aware of the consequences, or just know, or just find different ways to just cope or do what it is that will make you feel better. But
I feel like she's given a perfect example of just like making a mistake, man. She's a young lady. She's very young. And not that she's young-minded, because I feel like the way she's showing her matureness and how she's speaking, like just being humbled and being poised, like you could tell that she probably done shed some tears. I'm sure, hell, I would too. You know what I mean? Granted, I think she's very aware of her repercussions and her consequences and what she's done, and she recognizes that she did was wrong by breaking the rules. But at the same time, like, shit, until you've been in that situation, you can't say what the hell you would do. You know what I mean?
In here, I just say, don't judge me, because I am human. I'm you. I just happen to run a little faster. There's going to be people that still have something to say that don't necessarily understand. And I wouldn't even call them haters if they want to choose to show their character of a person, even after me saying what I've said, and putting myself out there, then that's just on you, your character, and you have to live with that. But
that's what people do. That's what people do. Okay, they want to beat you down with a stick when you already down. You know what I mean? Like, they want to bring the worst out in you just to see what will happen. How many buttons can they push before you break? You know, that's what they want to see. That's the entertainment part of it. That's the shit that people get off on. That's the shit that haters like. That's what people think that's fun. You know what I mean? Enjoy and get out of foolishness. You know what I mean? Like, those people are the people that she's talking about, because there are people like that.
After me saying what I've said, and putting myself out there, then that's just on you, your character, and you have to live with that. But I greatly appreciate being able to tell my side of the story. And like I said, to my fans, my family, my sponsorship, and the haters, I greatly apologize if I let you guys down, and I did. And I just want to let y'all know this will be the last time the Olympics don't cheat Sha'Carri Richardson. And this will be the last.
Okay, word up. She still got so much time, so much running, so much like left in her, y'all. Like, this is just a minor setback for a major comeback. Okay, know that.
Let y'all know this will be the last time the Olympics don't cheat Sha'Carri Richardson, and this will be the last time the U.S. Doesn't come home with a gold medal in 100. And I feel
Sha'Carri
lines up against me.
Sha'Carri, before I let you go, I think about you and the highs and lows that you've had to deal with, and your dream came true. You dazzled everybody with your performance, but also your words, your hug for your grandma. You've been through so much, and we'll see what happens and what this decision is. But do you plan to keep running? Are you going to keep those Olympic dreams alive no matter what?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. This is just one game. I'm 21. I'm very young. Unlike most, I have plenty of games left in me to compete in, and I have plenty of talent that backs me up because everything I do comes from me naturally. No steroid, no anything. This incident was about marijuana. So after my sanction is up, I'll be back and able to compete. And every single time I step on the track, I'll be ready for whatever anti-doping agency to come and get what it is that they need, because it's
word, okay, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they need to come by, get, pick up, scoop up, okay, pull, yank, drip, okay, whatever. Hey, I got you, okay? None of that.
Whatever anti-doping agency to come and get what it is that they need, because this will never happen.
Sha'Carri Richardson, this is, as I said before, not easy, not an easy moment, but you showed a lot of grace and courage to come on and answer those questions, and I appreciate it very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow. I don't know how anybody else can speculate like what she's saying or just, you know, say anything negative. I get it, you know what I'm saying? She fucked up, she messed up. I think she's greatly aware of that at this point. And at the end of the day, you know, you learn from your mistakes. Now granted, she come back and she make the same mistake. I don't know what people gonna say then, you know what I mean? But I have a lot of hope for her. I'm very inspired by her story. It's very touching, and I hope, you know, she can get through this with her head held high and continue to work on her craft, perfecting her career to be better, to be great, to be the best at what it is that she's good at. Because she sure can be me any day, okay? Any day of the week with her eyes closed, probably blindfolded. But, man, shout out to you, Sha'Carri, man. Keep your head up, keep doing your thing, keep working hard. I will pray for you and your family, your moms, you know what I mean? Like, hell, yeah, man. Other than that, y'all, I appreciate y'all tapping in. I know this was a little lengthy. I wasn't expecting for it to be as lengthy, but, you know, I had to say my piece, and a lot of people hopefully can relate to that. So I'm gonna leave y'all on that note, and be sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell, join the family, and if ain't nobody told you, I still love you, baby. Cause every time I close my eyes, I see you. And I'm gonna see y'all in the next video, y'all.